I started studying poker 1,788 days ago.
And this is what I've learned. Man, that seems like ages ago. By the way, I'm Dan, a professional poker player and poker coach, and I'm committed to helping as many people as possible use poker to improve their life. So I did a big review of the year, and it's all in this book. It was absolute gold dust. It taught me so much about myself, my own weaknesses. I'll come on to that. But then I decided to do a review of my whole career, and that's what I'm sharing with you in this video. The most profitable things that I learned from all that time that are most important for crushing poker, making money, and actually enjoying the process and your life while you're doing it. The first thing that I got here is if you're greater than 20% return on investment, your priority should be play first and then study, always. And if you're less than 20% return on investment, the opposite. Study, get there first, and then play. Put the volume in. You might have heard me before say that return on investment isn't that important, and it's not. This is just kind of like a base metric. If you're making more than 5 big blinds per 100, or if you've got an hourly rate that's, higher than $50 per hour, play. Makes sense. But the point that I'm getting at is that playing is massively important. What it does is it tells you what it is that you suck at, it gives you opportunities to learn, but it's always going to test your brain. Even if you crush subconsciously, if you don't actually know why you're good or why the moves that you're making are making you so much money, it's still massively important. And it gives you the opportunity to get data, start doing more of this stuff that's working. For me, early in my career, when I first turned pro, I came from an academic background, studying economics, and I always had a tendency to study more, want to get good, but from all of the years worth of notes, it's basically the value per hour of studying is really low compared to the value per hour of playing. And that's also linked to a lot of the other take homes that I've found, which I'm going to come on to. But basically, once you get good, play. It's always the most important thing. For me, as a pro now, I'm hitting somewhere between 6,000 and 10,000 tournaments per year. As a semi-pro, you want to probably do between 2.5 to 5K. And if you're a live player, just play as much as you possibly can, as many tournaments as you can. That means getting good at late reg and getting really good at short stack. I'm not going to go into that, but yeah, play as much as you can. You just never know how sessions are going to go. For good players, they make the money time after time after time, so turn up. Secondly, maybe this is controversial, I don't think it should be, meditation and going to the gym should be non-negotiable for any serious poker players. I don't think there should be a pro out there that doesn't do those, because I think they have too high influence on performance levels. Now, I'm not saying that everybody who doesn't meditate or go to the gym isn't good at poker. One of my idols is Alex Theologis, a guy from Austria. He seems really cool, really nice, and he knows a hell of a lot about the game. But even a player like him, meditation and going to the gym just improve your life. They improve your relationship with yourself, your relationship with your thoughts and your emotions, your relationship with poker. They improve your confidence, they make you turn up, and they make you study harder. And they promote longevity in terms of your brain's capability to perform. Exercise is one of the only ways that stops your brain deteriorating over time. Not reading, not brain training, so do that and you'll be good for ages. Strategically, check raise like a bitch. 25% plus, 30% plus. People hate it, and the numbers on those in terms of the whole database, the analysis is the same for all pros. They make a ton of money in check raise spots from the big blind, in single raise pots out of position. It's just too profitable not to do. The same goes with 3-betting. 3-bet above 10%, preferably above 15%. Again, in position, it's just making too much money. People hate it, and they have done for years. Maybe they always will, so may as well 3-bet. Next, like this book, recording data is everything. That is what's given me my edge. Every session that I sit down, I record 4 stats: my strategical performance, emotional performance, variance, how lucky I'm getting, how good I'm running, and a skill of the session, whatever it is that I set that I think is going to improve my performances most. I also write in all of these notes in every poker session how I'm feeling, plan for final tables, tendencies of opponents, what the population is doing overall so I can exploit them later, how I'm feeling, even if it doesn't matter at all. And then after 4 to 6 weeks, I review the whole thing, and that time tells me my weaknesses, my strengths, things to keep doing, and most importantly, it gives me the opportunity to crush the old version of myself. It tells me what I should be studying and basically puts a plan into place so that I can look back on the me who was playing last month and think, that is a guy that I know how to beat and why to beat. And as soon as you become a good player and are doing that relentlessly each month, you will improve so fast it's not even funny. Personally, all my ratings are out of 5 because that means that every point means something. A 6 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10 are too close for either one to really know the difference, so I'd always prefer going lower ratings. It's this book filled with data that gives me the chance to exploit guys tomorrow, next week, next month, and keep doing that relentlessly. Whereas I feel like even pros that I've met leave a lot of important information on the table. Sometimes that doesn't come up again for another year or another 6 months. Fun players are leaving information all over the tables all the time, and they would just get way better really quick if they stopped doing that. Record your shit. Lastly, the take home from all this time playing is that the lone wolf mentality is bullshit. There is power in numbers. This is how we've evolved to be social, to get other people involved in your poker career, your spiritual life, your fitness journey, whatever it is. More people make the job easier, give you more access to resources, information, and potential. In a nutshell, build your network. That's a big part of what this YouTube channel is about for me. So if there's anyone watching that wants to collaborate or knows someone who can collaborate, wants to give video ideas, please hit us with those as much as possible. We love it. That's why we're in it, to meet nice people and to work with them and to do cool things. Seriously, we don't care what we make. We're not sponsored. No one's paying for any of these videos to feature in them. I slag most companies off most videos. So yeah, hit us up. Of course, professional players hang around mostly with other professionals. You have to get people who are on a similar level that you can offer similar but slightly different skill sets so everybody can benefit. If you do that, everybody improves collectively so quickly, and that's how I've got to the professional level at poker and stayed there and kept on the cutting edge, because I know more and more people who know more and more things and can take way more from the population or the community of poker than your average fun player can. Before I became pro, I moved to France to live with a friend who was the best poker player I knew, because I wanted to live with him and study things from him, and that helped me become pro. Then, when I became pro, I had this lone wolf mentality for about 12 months to 18 months, and guess what? I stagnated. I really didn't kick off as I did in other parts of my career because I thought I could do it on my own, and I was just slow, ineffective, wasn't improving that quickly because you can only do so much. It's normal. But for some reason, there's a thing going around on Insta and social media that this lone wolf Batman mentality is great. It's absolutely not. It's nonsense. It does not help people get good quickly. And that, funnily enough, brings us on to a free Discord community that we're setting up, trying to help as many people as possible, post things in there for free. If you want to join this Discord community, check it out in the description of this video, or check out anything that's linked to the description of my channel. But yeah, basically in a nutshell, surround yourself with guys who are very good, or at least have good tendencies that you want to also have, and then play a lot of poker when you get good. Then if you do the other things to surround your life to make sure it's actually enjoyable and interesting, I don't think there's any way the vast majority of people cannot and will not become poker crushers. See ya. I need that book.